another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything after another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it seems. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything another one of those. After another one of those. Another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems. After another one of those crazy dreams. Everything is wrong, it's wrong, it seems.
Bollocking, she got grounded. You guys all met her family. You went to the pub. You met Phyllis. You got robbed. You ended in
Phyllis.
Yeah, you ended in the pub. We'll say you've all gathered in the tavern of the Red Dragon, which, as far as you're aware, a few drinks and your rooms have been sorted out for you. You've been told. I mean, I might need to retcon some stuff because I don't know where my notes are.
Did we get that map, by the way, as well?
Nope. Because just anything to do with preparation for this game, just pretend you've got it for next session.
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking for. Did I give you the captain's name that you were told to go and speak to?
Yes, I've got it written down somewhere. Hold on.
Cool. Can I have that? So Gaia, if you didn't read, I pretty much left all my shit at work, all my notes and stuff. So
you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't take spelling, but it was Captain Gallius, I think you said. That's what I've written down.
It's Captain Gallius. I've got it written.
Capitan Gallius.
Capitan. El Capitan. Yeah, so you guys are in the tavern. Crack on. It's late afternoon, almost getting into the evening. Sun's sort of setting. Tavern's quite busy. Meg, you can tell it's busy because there's some ships in at the moment. And you're hearing, guys, you're kind of picking up on some of the ships have come in early because the weather's been bad out at sea recently. Some people have docked early. It's the kind of shit you're picking up. General gist of why it's so busy in town.
Wow, guys, it's busy in here.
It's a little busy.
Yeah, it's nice. So, I got enough ingredients to make 2 potions, but the lady took all my money.
What?
I only had 15 gold, and she said that would only get me enough for 2.
Oh. And then she just took your money and give you potions?
Yeah. Shabazz says I need to barter more.
Do you know what bartering is?
I think so. Like, convince him to have less money from me.
Pretty much, yeah. Maybe better if someone else goes.
I'm thinking of getting these brewed up. Any idea how we're gonna get to their own world?
So the guy, Captain Gallius, he's not in right now. So I don't know how we're gonna get there.
Yeah. Well, we could also try to go get a map from the shop.
Will it be on a map?
Might be. It's worth checking.
Do you think your parents would have finished arguing?
How long has it been?
20 minutes.
Probably not.
Who do you think will
Yeah.
win? Who normally wins, actually?
It's 50-50. We just kind of have to wait my mom out a little, a few years.
Oh,
But my daddy's very he's a very patient man.
Yeah, he's very long lived.
Hmm?
not to question it, but that is your dad, right?
Well, yeah.
Not to question it, but here's a question.
I mean, you'd expect Sinead to be a half elf, but
I am a half elf. I showed you my ears. She shows the ears again.
They're just normal years, aren't they?
They're just not my ears.
Hmm.
I'm just
Those
gonna
are
give
definitely
Crom a seriously strange look.
I am sarcastically saying, yeah, they're really elven years you've got there. But looking at Gren in confusion.
He's always making weird faces.
So wait, I don't think. What's at the Omen Isles then? Because I don't think.
I need to take Shu there.
Or
Uh,
to do with the fruits.
I think so. Look, I've got it on good authority that he needs to go there before he goes to the Sunset Isles. It's important.
You mean the Sunset Peaks?
Mountains.
The Sunset Mountains. Yeah, he needs to go there before he goes to the Sunset Mountains.
Okay.
What am I going to get there?
I don't know exactly. I just know that it's important.
I don't see any problem with that.
Really important.
Okay, so everything seems to be really time sensitive right now, though.
Can I just before it's too late insight to see if he knows the exact he knows the reason, but he just doesn't
yeah.
want to tell me. And see if he's hiding it from me.
That's a decent call, yeah.
Not 20.
You bet not.
I think the main question
looks
is,
like
is
he's-
he not
He looks
letting
like he looks like he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. He doesn't know why, but you can tell that he's very convinced that what he's telling you is true. Like that you need to go there. Like he's got it on the highest authority that you need to go there. He doesn't necessarily know why, but he's definitely got some conviction behind it. Do you get what I mean?
What do we do about Phandalin? You said we would help them.
That's a few months away, though, right?
I thought it was before winter. And then she needs to get to this mountain before winter.
I need to get there on the first day.
Okay.
That's about 6 weeks from now, right?
Yeah.
It takes a month to get there. So we have like 2 weeks to work with. We have to go to the Omen Isles.
Are there any like? So you said that the ships are in right now.
Yeah.
Are there any boaty-like people in the tavern that I can see?
There's a lot of sailors in the tavern. There's a lot of drunken men throwing coin away. Men and women, sorry. Throwing coin away on beer and whores like it's going out of fashion.
All pretty drunk looking, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
We could ask this rabble. Do you want one?
No.
Oh, okay. do we want to ask one of these? They're a bit ragtag looking. They're all drunk. Surely we can ask one of them if they know where the isles are, or how to get there, or how long it takes.
How will the whores know?
Not the whores, the sailors.
Oh,
The whores might know as well, though. To be fair, all they do is sleep with sailors.
Do I know any of the sailors?
Just roll me a flat charisma check.
Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Where's my sheet? Here it is. Charisma. It's my best stat.
From your time, like as a young trainee wizard being around here, like you've picked up on a few faces you know and people that will talk to you. There's people around here that you kind of they're sailors, but you haven't got like in a conversation with them in the past enough to know what boat they're from and stuff like that. But you
Meg, I just want to say quickly, Meg's got advantage on that, but I don't know if that still counts. Because we had 3 days advantage on it.
you've still got that if you want to go for it again.
Sure.
So
I think
wanted
today's
to
the last
advise.
day.
Yeah, day's the last day, so yeah. Use it while you can.
13?
Yeah, not much difference apart from like I say, you don't really know like specifics, but there is a burly, bare-chested, half-orc gentleman with 2 girls, one on either side of him, in like a corner booth of this tavern. He's got like a pile of silver and gold coins in front of him, tankards all round, food's been brought over him left, right and centre. And you've heard him sort of, as you've walked around the tavern a little bit, kind of mentioning little bits here and there about a certain crew. You just picking up and being a local around here, you know he's one of the, not quite a deckhand, but you know he's some kind of rank on a boat somewhere, just from his general sort of like station and charisma around this place.
I suppose she would be pretty popular with the sailors just because of her dirty books. They'd love that.
Maybe, yeah.
Meg, men don't read 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, and a lot
Out
of
on the
sailors,
sea without
a lot
a.
of sailors, like captains and stuff, maybe, but like a lot of the sailors, they're gonna be illiterate. They're not gonna be readers, and there's a reason they're rowing boats and patching sails.
Mm.
They're not educated folk.
They'd have one guy who'd read it out loud to all of them.
Potentially, yeah.
Shades of Shoe, you read to a load of lonely sailors.
Of course.
They try not to encourage that kind of frustration on ships when people are at sea for a few weeks. But yeah, there's that guy, half-orc guy, shaved head, quite dark green skin, big tusks, and this large black, well-styled beard with like those like beard beads and like rings and stuff that keep it showing off a bit of his wealth. Sitting down, he looks about 5 foot tall, sitting down, and about 4 foot wide. And he obviously has got a lot of attention from the local female population because the amount of gold he's got hold.
Does he look too drunk to like talk or interact, or?
Hard to tell from where you are. Yeah, he's not like slurring his words and falling over or whatever. He just seems to be having a great time.
Well, that guy over there, he's probably your best bet. He looks like he's got a station. Which is better than
Got his
talking
arms
to.
full, though.
You think so, Shabazz?
Do you know what his name is now? No, you can just tell that he looks captainy.
Just looks apart, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and talk to him.
Grant, wait. Well, I'll come with you.
Yeah, let's go talk with them together.
Yeah.
I was expecting Grant. Wait. Guidance.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Wait, you're trying to do something? Guidance.
It's like, oh, you got a charisma check? Guidance. Hmm. So I guess we're heading
Is there,
over.
is there seats at the table? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there's space around him. People are sort of coming and going. Mostly you see like crew rocking up and sort of make a perception check actually, Brian.
Catchy. Oh, I have advantage on that still as well, actually. So.
Yep.
So that is a 17.
Looking at, like as you're making your way over, you see two kind of like leathery tan skin, sort of ragtag sort of get up. Two gentlemen walking away from him with like coin purses, smiling, clapping each other on the back, and as they start to skip off towards the bar, looks like they've just been paid potentially, and like two more people sort of step forward and sit down in front of him just before you get there, and he kind of like counts a few coins, slides over to them, and they kind of put them in a coin purse and kind of again like slap each other on the arse and run off towards the bar. One of them heads straight upstairs to the adult entertainment section. So, but then like by this point you guys are right on top of the table. There's space to sit down if you was to get in the way of his waiting crew.
Just gonna take a seat.
Yeah, Grant's gonna take a seat too.
Hi, friend.
And you out at sea.
We've
Okay.
not been to sea yet.
And how can I help you?
That's a lot of gold. You must require a lot of goods and or services.
That we do, lad.
You ever go to the Oman Isles?
Not long been there, thanks.
How often do you go?
A couple of weeks, once a month. Depends what the captain wants.
When you next going?
Not quite sure, my friend. Be up to the captain.
Do you think we could meet with him?
I'm not sure. Who are you and what you're after first?
We just want to ride to the Oman Isles.
He kind of like looks around at his crew that are like eagerly waiting pay, and the two girls that are like sat on one on each leg almost. He's like, "Here, go and get yourselves a drink, ladies. I'll meet you upstairs in an hour. Warm yourselves up." And like gives them a couple of gold coins and like taps them on the arse as they walk off. And he kind of like leans forward and like watches them walk away for a second as you're like eagerly awaiting his conversation. And he takes like a handful of coins and like, "Here, while the lads are round, piss off for 20 minutes. 20 minutes, piss off. You cheeky bastard. Get me another pint." And the lads eventually like bugger off. Oh, right. I don't usually talk business in the bar. What's your names, firstly?
I'm Gren. He puts his hand out for him to shake it.
He kind of like inspects your hand for a second first, and he takes his big fucking like paw, clasps you on the hand, and like almost like not deliberately, but it kind of like crushes your hand as he shakes it. It's like, "Big Reg."
Pleased to meet you,
Yourself.
Big Reg.
And yourself.
Cromran Anvilgard.
Again, he kind of takes your hand, and like you've got a smith's hand, and even you're like, "Fuck me, this guy's got a grip on it." Yeah, Big Reg. Alright, listen, lad. I can't answer too many of your questions. I'm not the captain. I'm the bosun of the Twilight Wonder. And the captain's aboard the ship, and most likely not to come from.
Oh, excellent. We'll go and meet him.
Well, lad. Listen, it's best not to stay, right? What are you after? If I can get you some answers, if you've got enough coin, we might get you up. But we don't usually take your kind of cargo. You know, frail types.
We
What
ain't
do
frail.
you? What do
He
you
kind
do?
of like looks up and down at Gren. He's like, "Yes, dwarfs, they don't always, excuse my French, sir, you don't always sail. You're more of a land folk. Apart from
Definitely
the cook.
are.
I'm
I think
just
the
gonna.
cook's the only dwarf I've seen who can handle storm forge.
Gren's just gonna like raise up his hand, like resting his elbow on the table, and just casually light green fire in his hand. So, I'm not frail.
Aye. Magic. Okay. It's an impressive feat. One I can't do myself. But seasickness, mate. It's the better of all you.
Don't have to worry about seasickness.
Listen,
I could turn into an octopus.
I think we're getting off topic, and this is when Shabazz is just gonna mousily worm her way into one of the seats.
and it kind of like, he's like, issues with you.
She's the scariest in a lot.
You see what I mean about frail?
As I said,
Left me behind.
scariest of a lot.
Gren's just gonna wince like Shabazz is about to zap his face off.
They're technically with me.
Listen, guys, I honestly don't mean to be rude. I've been at sea for 3 weeks. I'm just about to finish paying my men off. And I'm about to go upstairs with those beautiful young ladies you see me with. And I really don't think you could handle the voyage. Sorry.
Well, we have to manage that voyage.
Listen, let's help you. Let's help you. The going rate to get a group of 4 people from here to the Oman Isles is about 500 gold. If you can give me that kind of coin, then I'm sure the captain will make it up to you. If not, I'm sorry. I don't want to waste any more of your time.
I understand. You're not in charge.
No, mate.
Yeah.
I've got a
You're
captain.
you're like a dog's body,
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
like a servant.
Yeah. like I said.
We'll
Whatever
talk to your,
suits you.
we'll talk to your master.
What's the captain's name?
He hasn't taken his eyes off Gren yet, and he's kind of, you can see he's kind of like engaging his brain before his mouth. If you go speak to the captain, son, I wouldn't advise that tone of voice, because he'll cut your fucking tongue. What if it does? Anyway, best of luck with talking.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
Gren. Thanks. Right, you done?
So, what was the name of the boat again?
Twilight Wanderer.
Twilight.
He kind of like rubs his temples a little bit, like he's just like sick of land folk and he's been on board for like fucking 10 minutes.
Well,
Well,
thank.
You can
Thanks,
see
Big
he's got,
Al.
like,
Well, I don't want this exchange to be completely useless for you, so I'm gonna give you a little something. And she's gonna go into her bag and pull out one of her books that's already like published. It's been published, and then she slides it over. I hope you don't already own this one.
What's the book called?
This one is called Twilight Nights in the Feywinder.
Make a charisma check with advantage.
Come here. $16.
He takes the book. Where'd you buy this from?
Well, I didn't buy it. I wrote it.
Piss off.
I'm Shabazz.
Piss off.
It's true.
Sit down.
It's true.
She sits down.
And you're the one who wrote, and he like writes off like a couple of your like books.
Oh yeah, and she would say, "In volume 2 is going to be coming out in March or whatever the equivalent of March would be."
He's like, crikey, oi. Listen. Put me in one of your boats. As a handsome, strapping boatswain, and I'll have a word with the first mate. See if she can. How's that?
Sounds great. And you're going to be the sexiest half-orc I've ever written about.
Haha, this I like. Hey, listen, look, I've got 2 upstairs, but if you want to join for the evening, I mean, like, free's more than welcome for me. Like, there's plenty of me to go there. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not one that really partakes in it. I'm
Get
more of an
some,
observer.
You know, get some real evidence for your book. Gives you a wink. Come on. Get you a
No,
bottle of
thank you.
wine. Take you upstairs, show you what it's all about.
I'd have to ask my mom for permission.
Oh, one of those ones. Don't get those glasses, dear. Yeah. Sorry. I lose myself sometimes. Listen, the first mate will be in soon. I'll have a word. She bends the captain's ear. Best I can do. But listen, and he points at Gren. He needs to be careful how he speaks to people on the boat. I don't give a shit if he can turn into an octopus. They'll throw him overboard in a barrel.
I'll keep watch of him. By the way, do you have like a really cool nickname I can put down?
Big Reg.
Big Reg. Got it.
Sorry, I called you Al earlier. Your name is not Al.
Aye, I thought you were taking the piss, lad.
So
I'll let it go.
I've had an ale or two, okay, in a while.
Alright, I'll let you off. Here, he slides you a gold coin. Buy yourselves a drink.
Thank you.
Thank you, Big
Can I
Reg.
have a word of best I can do? But Ginger, she's a feisty bugger herself, so don't upset her. Been at sea a long time. She's had a hard time. Best I can do for you.
Well, thank you so much, Big Reg.
The lads are gonna love it when I read this book, that's all I'll tell you. They're gonna love it.
I'm
he
sure I
kinda
won't need
like-
to embellish anything.
He kind of like quickly goes back to counting his coin and smiles at you as you walk off, gives you a wink. I'll show you later.
Don't you have some people waiting? I just saw you open your coin pouch. I thought maybe you might want to. No?
What do you mean, lad?
I was more making a thing because you said you started counting his money again.
Yeah, he's paying his crew that are all waiting for you guys to piss off.
I guess they're starting to leave now.
Cool. Yeah, so like a bit of time goes by. You guys have some drinks and sort out what's going on. And a fiery-haired human female in like sailor's garb, but like more like your upper class sailor's garb walks in. Not quite piratey, more like a merchant navy, like Shaban, something you'd be used to. More like a long, like woolen coat, like nice knee-high boots, decent sort of smart gear, like she's got like a white blouse with like a cravat type thing around her neck, a rapier on her hip. Walks in, and all the crew that you've just been sort of engaging with, Big Reg stand and clap and cheer as she comes in. Here she is, lads, get Ginger a drink in! And they all start clapping, like banging mugs on the table. Almost as if the captain had walked in himself. And she kind of walks in. She's got like pale, freckly skin, like vibrant mane of curly red hair that just sort of flows when she walks. And as she walks in, she kind of shakes off a bit of the rain from the night outside. waves at the crew and gives like a kind of waves them off almost. Sits in a corner on her own. She kind of winks at Reg and sits on a table on her own, and she just waves at the barkeep, who immediately like stops serving the guys at the bar and walks round to her with like a towel over his arm, a bottle of red wine in a bucket, and a glass, and places it down in front of her. You see, quickly scribbles down an order, gives her a nod and walks off. She kind of sits there, takes out from her pack, she takes out like a ledger, a quill, and a pot of ink. And you see she just starts to write down some notes or whatever. None of the crew are like busying her or disturbing her, and for a good few minutes she just sort of chills out and writes away. Very chilled.
Gren's like he's got his loot out and he's like sitting there, kind of mumbling to himself, trying to come up with this.
I told you guys I was popular.
Wait. So are you gonna make loads of money off sorry, I say our book because we're gonna be in the book, right?
Maybe, maybe not.
So do we get a cut of this at all?
Well, there's such a thing as artistic liberties.
I mean, I've read part of it and it describes me perfectly.
Well, we'll talk about we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
What's the term they use again? Is it royalties?
That would be the term. But I don't make that much money off of her.
Well,
We probably make more from adventuring than we do with my books.
really?
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on, we did almost get robbed.
It's one of my least favourite things about this. Violence just seems to get you more places than artistry.
It's sad but true.
Right, I've got a plan. I've written a song.
Oh, okay.
It's called Red Hot Sailor Woman.
Are you gonna go and like woo her?
I'm gonna try. You might get us on the boat, right?
Or it might get us killed?
I think you might want to give him some guidance, Grum.
Okay, so this is something like big nice.
Just some.
You don't want to anger the popular pirate lady.
I don't think I will. I'm pretty good with songs. Better than talking most of the time. Especially here. Ugh.
You go to
Well,
bard school?
Not really. I just like music.
Do you have a good voice?
Yeah, I think so. Some people say it's angelic.
But
I've got resistance.
well, it couldn't hurt.
Right, I'm gonna do this, and he's gonna cast light on his lute so it lights up glowing green, and then jump on the table and start performing.
Roll performance check.
And please sing us a song.
Can I give
I
him
get
some
advantage, right?
presentation to help, like, sparkles where it needs to sparkle and stuff like that?
It's called Red Hot Sailor Woman. It's not too lewd, but it's just about a beautiful sailor woman that's just a really badass sailor.
And a
Sing for
woman.
us, Mike.
It's just like, I'd say it's to the tune of like Red Hot Sailor Woman. It's probably like country. Because you can go with a country song in like 2 seconds, right?
Mhm.
Right, let's do this. Have I got guidance?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll the 1d4.
She gonna end up taking his boat. That's how a country song ends.
19.
Okay. As you flashed in sparks with your green lute glowing brightly, sing your song, the first few lines, people kind of like go quiet and look at you, and you're like, oh fuck, and you just keep playing through it, and eventually you start getting a few like feet slams on the floor, and then cups start banging on the bar and the tables around you, and like people not knowing the words just start singing like the obvious words like Red Hot Sailor Woman, and then start cheering along with you, and like the tavern started to erupt. While he's singing, Crom and Shu make me a perception check. So yeah, you're like on the table, and you start getting in the swing of things when everyone else sort of gets engaged with you. And like the sailors are loving it, you know, drinks are flowing, and you sing for a good 3 or 4 minutes. And you know, a lot of the entertainment from upstairs, the ladies and the gentlemen, they're kind of stood on this like very wide stairway, and they're all like dancing with each other and spinning each other around and stuff, and like laughing and joking. And as you finish the song and kind of take a bow, and everyone's like clapping, "Way, do another one!" Way, like cheering, yeah. You kind of look around, and Shu and Crom, you notice Big Reg has stood up and has walked over near, not like in front of, but like near the stool where the red-haired lady is, and he's kind of like, he looks nervous, like he's like shit, like he's ready for shit to kick off. And the lady kind of just like, as the song finishes, she looks up at you, like looks up at Grim, places her quill in her ink pot, sits back in her chair, and claps. Fantastic.
Red
That's
takes a very elegant bow.
That's enough, thank you. And she takes a quill, goes back to writing, and like you see like Big Reg just kind of like sigh of relief, like
Is it like a sarcastic clap, or is it like
no, it's like make an insight check.
Can I insight?
Yes, you can.
18.
I think this was down advantage as well. You both gather that you're like, that was weird. But you kind of gather that any other time she might have just come up and stabbed you in the heart with a rapier, and that's why Big Reg was like getting ready for shit to kick off. But it's almost like she thought you guys were so brazen and stupid that it was actually like comical. And like you see Big Reg's sigh of relief, and the way he kind of like looks confused that she didn't get up and stab you in the heart. You kind of get the impression that maybe she was impressed by that, but she's not the kind of person to get up and start singing and dancing with you, if that makes sense. But yeah, she's not pissed off. She doesn't look it. She just looks like calm and back at her work. But she doesn't look, you know, you can gather she's not the kind of person that's gonna get up and give you a big hug and say you're amazing and give you loads of money.
Okay. Gren's gonna
she's-
glide on over to her when he can.
Okay, like Reg, like kind of steps in front of you. Listen, mate. Let me hear it a second. Reg, let him pass. And like Reg, he's got kind of got his hand on your chest, which covers like all of your chest because he's that big.
Yeah. Gren's
He's
got
kinda-
like the biggest shit-eating grin.
He kind of like bows his head. Have the lady speak to him. I really wish you luck. He kind of lets you go.
Thank you, Big Reg.
Stands there with his arms crossed.
I'll go and sit down.
Shabazz will join him.
Like Reg blocks you, and she's like, "Not her, just this one, please." And she kind of waits for you to walk away, Shabazz.
She
Gren's
takes.
gonna turn around and stick up his thumb.
Well, it was nice knowing him.
Big Reg just kind of whispers in your ear. I'm a big fan, and I haven't had a minute to speak to you yet. You better hope this goes well.
Alright.
I
If
do.
it does, I'll get you an autograph.
If it does, I'll let my hat off. And he just looks really concerned. To the point where, and like you can see a lot of the tavern are kind of like it's gone like quiet, but like not the kind of quiet where it's just like hear a cricket singing, but like you can tell everyone's pretending not to listen, but are blatantly listening, trying to listen to what's going on. Gren, as you take a seat, she carries on finishing what she was writing. You can make a perception check if you want to see.
Okay.
Um, and that
19.
19. She's writing names and amounts of money, and she, like in her ledger, next, like she's got a notepad with names and amounts of money, and in her ledger she's kind of flicked through, and you can see next to the name is an address and next of kin. And she's writing on some of them. She's wrote paid, and some of them she's wrote like need to find next of kin. She kind of dips. She kind of go on.
Gren's gonna go when he sees the need to find next of kin. He's gonna be like, "Oh no, what happened? How did they?"
She kind of takes a bit of like sand from a pouch. She like sprinkles it over the ink on the paper, like blows on it so it dries a little bit. Taps the paper so the sand falls off, and like kind of like puts her ledger away, slides it to one side, covered up. It's none of your business. Why do you have the audacity to sing songs of a red-haired woman as I walk into the town? Why are you making a fool of yourself in the Red Dragon?
I'm not making a fool of myself. Look, I'm an artist, and you never know when inspiration is gonna strike.
What do you want?
Well, I was kind of hoping that me and my friends could get a ride to the Omen Isles next time you go.
Why?
We have business. Well, we've got things to do there.
And why my boat?
Big Red said you're leaving soon.
She kind of looks at him, and he's like, you can see he's trying to like look elsewhere. Like, oh, fuck. He's kind of like scratching his head, like, fucking hell. Hi. We might be leaving tomorrow morning.
Could we come?
She kind of looks at you and looks at the party.
Look, if you've got people and you need to find next of kin, like, some of us can heal people, and we've got magic. We can help.
Kind of magic.
Well, my friend there, she's a wizard, and him there, he does like cleric stuff, and then I like use nature. We're like 3 different types of magic, and then Shu can just kick and punch people to death real good like.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Ah, the monk life. What does he do? He just punches people to death.
22.
She kind of lets out a little giggle, and like you just see Reggie's head snap round all of a sudden, like what the fuck? Like a sound he hasn't heard in a long time. You're funny.
Thank you.
And she kind of picks her glass of wine up and takes a really long swig. She just doesn't take her eyes off you the whole time.
Oh, you're a wine drinker too.
She wipes her lips with like a silken handkerchief. You just see like the red staining from her lips that goes on the handkerchief as she folds it back up. And like whenever you like ask her a question, it's as if she takes a very long time to like work out what she's saying, and she's looking at you like very insightfully and very intently. I am.
Well,
The Indigo King is a fine wine. It's worth a try. Red Dragon usually provides it for me. It has a cost. Not cheap.
nothing's cheap, is it, around here?
No. Port town. So much trade. So you can handle yourselves. How'd you fare on an open water? Seasickness?
Not me. Can't be sure for the dwarf, but he seems pretty hardy. And, I'm sure the other two will be fine.
Okay,
We could be a big help.
I'll do a deal. We'll give you free passage. If we come into any trouble, you must help us. Fight. We were waylaid by harpies on our way back here. They killed 8 of my crew. It was pitch darkness, raining. All of the sentries were taken before we knew it.
Do you want to know what harpies are?
Make an edge check.
Advantage though, right? Because
Yep. Yep.
17.
Okay. Yeah, they're like your typical flying, squealing, fucking horrible things that, you know, pick off sailors and stuff at night. Horrible creatures. You know what a harpy is in any other game?
Like is it like a woman with wings for arms?
Yeah, taloned feet, fucking evil as fuck. Just want to kill shit for the sake of it, really. Very territorial, but their territories can be, you know, wherever they fucking choose, pretty much.
How kind of tough are they? Are they like?
It's, I mean, you guys as a party wouldn't have trouble with harpies, but being out in the open water, it's the fact that they can pick you up and drop you in freezing cold waters is the issue. Not so much the fact that they're going to come and scratch you and claw you, it's more the fact they're going to grapple you and fly you out into the water. That's what you would be fearful of with harpies.
But they're evil though, right?
Yeah. So,
We could manage them.
good. If you quake and hide, I'll put a bounty on each of your heads. I'll leave you on the Isles and ensure that no other ship returns you back to the mainland. That's my deal. Does that sound? Ride with us, or get stuck there. For free passage.
Gren puts out his hand and says, "You're a very honourable lady. I respect that. Thank you. Pleasure doing business."
Pleasure.
We
I'll speak to the
accept.
captain. Speak to the captain. I think he will say yes. He will shake your hand.
Okay. Thank you. It
Good evening.
was a pleasure. I have to
Reg.
try that wine someday.
You will. Here. She passes you like half the bottle that's left. Share it with your friends. I'm done for drinking tonight anyway. Good evening. And she kind of like packs up a ledger, finishes her glass of wine. Places a hand on Reg's shoulder as she walks past, as if to give him like almost that kind of like language that only really good friends know of. I'm done for the night. I'm safe, leave me alone type thing. And she makes her way upstairs. She takes one of the girls with her and goes upstairs into what looks to be, from the angle you see her walking the stairs, looks to be like one of the more prestigious suites in the Red Dragon that you guys have walked past.
Nice.
Reg kind of like comes and leans over your table when she's gone. Well, that went really well.
Thanks, Big Reg. We're going to be sailors together.
Fair play to you, lad. I don't know how you did it, but you put the charm on her. Fair play. And he kind of like places his hand out to shake your hand.
I shake his hand.
I think the captain will like you. Careful with your tongue.
Thanks, Big Reg.
Aye. Hey, listen. All of you. Don't upset Bruiser. Right?
Who's Bruiser?
You won't miss him when you get aboard.
Oh,
Okay. Anyway, good evening.
Shabazz is gonna
I've
take
got
out her
ladies to
ink
go.
and quill. I made you a promise. You still
That you did, girl. Look forward to it.
Where do we meet you, Big Reg?
alright. Ink and quill away.
I'm pretty sure the captain's gonna say yes. Meet us 8 a.m. tomorrow morning at the docks. Look for the Twilight Wanderer. She's a 2-mast galley. The crew will be loading up. We'll probably set off at 10. But I want to show you around the place first before we set off. Make sure you've got all your provisions. Food will be provided. Drink will be provided. If you want to bring extra rum, bring extra rum. Don't share it with the crew unless I give you permission. I want these buggers drunk all the time.
But are they not always drunk?
When we allow it. We need them to work.
You were a tight ship,
Listen.
Big Reg.
If we find you handy enough, we can help out on board. Because we've lost a few men. It doesn't sound like we're getting them back. But we'll have a look how that goes while we're sailing. Fish,
Yes, thanks, Big Reg.
Thanks, Reg. Sorry,
Gren.
Big Reg.
From, Shoe, and the Lady Shabazz.
Well met.
Gives you a wink. Gives you a wink, Shabazz. Offer's still there. I'm upstairs now. Number 37. Just come on in.
No thanks,
Oh.
Big Reg.
And he's like, he kind of looks like, not you, lad.
Oh, okay.
Just a lady. And any of your friends, lady friends, bring them round. More the merrier.
What about her mum?
Oh, well, I wouldn't say no. She looks anything like you, girl.
I have a friend called Phyllis. Maybe he's interested.
Females, friend.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening, Reg.
Kind of like, he gives you that look as if he's like, this is gonna be a long trip. But he doesn't look pissed off. He looks more amused by it more than anything, and makes his way upstairs.
Right, so we can get on the boat, but if harpies attack, then we have to fight back or not hide, and then we'll be okay.
Harpies?
What exactly is a harpy?
It's the flying bird lady. They're not very nice.
Noted.
They got like big wings and sharp talons and teeth.
So like a bird and a lady.
Yeah.
Like a ladybird. Oh no, wait.
Not
No.
exactly.
I think that's something we can agree to.
Aren't you grounded though, Shabazz?
Well, I'll talk to my mom about it. I'm sure she's gonna say yes. She just needs some time to let it sink in.
Okay, well if you need any help,
Guidance.
guidance. I don't have guidance.
Do you want some advice? I can give you some advice.
I'll take all the advice I can get.
So I can't really give you actual advice, sorry, but I can give you I don't know. You can get guidance if you want.
It would help. It's been more than like a few minutes after we last checked the 20 minutes. Has it been an hour yet since they started fighting?
Been an hour since what, sorry?
Since they started fighting?
Since they started fighting.
Her
Their
parents.
Oh, yeah. It's been well past that now. It's been a few hours.
Did you guys want to go check in with them? See if we can get a map? See if I could get ungrounded?
Map would be ideal. Being ungrounded would be even better. But realistically, what are they gonna do? Drag you off the boat?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, they got magics of their own if they really wanted to.
No.
I mean, you're 19, Shabazz. You're like adult for a human.
That's what I'm saying. But you know, parents can be a little protective.
Better not. Maybe it's the curse.
What?
Like, maybe they were more angry about the curse because you was playing with the dark magic.
Yeah, that could do it. Maybe not go into so many details about the curse to him. Maybe that'd be a good idea. Try to
What?
embellish the goods that I've done. So they
Or how
can...
you recklessly started using a necromantic artifact.
Yeah,
After I
that
warned you
would
not
be...
to.
Those would be really good things, not to mention.
How we had to take you to a literal god pool to cure you of the curse.
Yes, those are all excellent examples of things we shouldn't mention.
Are you gonna tell him the truth? That we're going sailing?
Yeah, of course I'm not gonna lie to him. I'm just gonna withhold other things.
Like that it's called the Omen Isles.
Well, at least it's not called the Ominous Isles.
Pretty goddamn close though.
Yeah. We'll talk to him. Well, at least I'll talk. You want me to go first and...
It's your parents.
Yeah.
Frankly, your mum is terrifying.
I need to try and brew these potions. Might need these potions to fight the harpies.
Alright.
Just even whether you can come with us or not, can you try and get a map for us?
Yeah, I can get a map for you guys.
I do hope you can come with us, but if you can't,
Then I'll be with you in spirit.
can you turn into a ghost?
Working on it.
She almost did.
So, I guess this is where we're gonna head back to the portals. And
Sure. Cool. Yeah. We'll kind of speed up a little bit, guys, so we can get some shit done tonight. Because obviously we've got a short game. Make your way to the shop. And is it just you going, Shabazz, or all of you going?
I'm gonna hang outside
Okay.
and try and listen in through the window or the door.
I'm gonna brew potions in my hotel room.
Okay. Roll your
Urban.
herbing kit,
Her business.
alchemy kit.
14.
I don't know. 14. Okay, yeah, easy enough to make the 2 potions. You don't waste any ingredients, but you don't get any. You've got none left over at the end either. But yeah, you've got your 2 healing potions. Shabazz, you make your way in. It's quite late at night. You know, the shop's closed, lights are off. Shan, your father, is sat at the kind of kitchen table, like tongue sticking out his mouth, just tinkering away at a small object. And he seems to be almost like meditatively, like just working away at this thing. He's just like singing like an elven tune that he knows, and just working away on this little thing. And your mom's just kind of finished just cleaning. She just wipes the last counter as you walk in. Folds the dishcloth up, places it on the side. She's here. What? Ah, hello, dear. How are you?
I'm good.
Where you been?
Really good. I didn't drink anything.
Listen, come and sit down.
He's gonna come over and sit down.
Your dad kind of like looks over at your mom. Love, sit down. Your mom, you know that kind of like, I know I'm in the wrong, but I've still got a face on type look that moms give. She finally like pulls a chair, sits down, and she kind of places one hand on top of the other on top of the table. And your dad's like, come on. Said you would. Yes, all right, dear. Shabazz, dear. Sorry for embarrassing you in front of your friends. Sorry for the way I reacted, but I was scared. Now you're grown up. I know where your spirit comes from. You need to be careful. You're not grounded. You're too old to be bloody grounded. You need to not be stupid. Selling your books, that's a good way of living. You learn good coin. Don't throw that all away.
I'll be able to write better books. Books from experience. Well, not some of the experiences that I write about, but the adventure and stuff that I like to put in.
Your mom kind of like shuffles on a chair and she looks uncomfortable and whatever. Where are your friends planning on going next?
The Yeoman Isles.
For?
One of my friends, he has destiny, a great destiny. I think he's some sort of champion. He might be able to help save the world or something. I don't know.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. Because it's your mom and she just doesn't believe you one bit.
Persuasion.
It'll be a flat roll. Go flat roll.
Okay, normal.
Go fine.
5. But I can make this a 19 because of my divination.
If you want to.
Yeah, so 21.
Okay, 21. He's what, sorry? Destiny?
His destiny.
She
He's-
kind of looks at your dad like... and how did you meet him? Which one?
The furry one. Shoo.
Does he like being called that, by the way? I heard you guys say it a couple of times.
Shoo or the furry one?
Well, his name's Shu. Why do you call him the furry? Is that a nickname? Does he like that?
I just didn't know if you remembered his name. But yeah,
Well,
he
he introduced
doesn't
himself,
mind.
so...
he's alright with it.
You sure?
I can ask him.
Yeah. Might be nice too if he's got a destiny and whatever, and you don't want to be... I'm just saying. Motherly advice.
Of course.
Sometimes you kids can take a joke too far. I might be wrong. Yeah, he seems a good lad. Young, but yeah. You know. I'm pretty sure that weapon he carried in here was not for chopping vegetables, by the way.
It is actually. I've seen him use it that way. I'm
Just
just kind of
vegetables?
hoping he cleans it between vegetables.
Yeah.
And,
That's what I thought. Goblins, maybe?
yeah.
Mm.
And undead things.
And the dwarf. Symbols of Moradin all over him.
He's a cleric. He can actually heal people. He's saved my life, and I've saved his. I've saved
What?
their life a few times, actually.
Oh. Hey,
Well-
before you go tonight, I want to hear some of your stories, at least.
I'll tell you all
Oh.
about it. I
What
took
about
notes.
the other one? This,
Grin?
silly one. Yeah, he seemed a bit childish. He turned into a cat, spiked up on coffee. Is he someone I can trust you with out there?
Of course, he's
Yeah.
a big man-child.
That's my worry. Big man who knows what he's doing and wields a sword at the right time, that I get. Big man who acts like a child, chases mice in a house.
He's 17.
At your goddamn age.
I didn't know he was 17.
Everyone's so young.
I
Well,
imagine
especially for an
I know.
ASMR.
It's like a fucking Pokemon adventure. Teenagers. Oh, you're not going out. You're all fucking underage. No wonder you grounded.
Exactly, all but Crumb,
Oh,
I
sorry,
think.
I had an idea that Gren was older in my head. Yeah, he's So she's like, he's just a lad. Can you trust that when, excuse me, but when the shit hits the fan?
Yeah, I mean, he turns into more than just a cat. Sometimes he's a big spider that keeps me from falling off a mountain. Metaphorically speaking.
Like the whole time, like the whole time, like your dad's been like tinkering around this thing, barely taking his eye, as if he's like just stop listening.
Mhm.
He's tinkering around. He like hears spider and he just goes. Ugh. Carries on tinkering away, and like your mom catches him. She's like, "Put it down, love." Oh, sorry. And like slides it away from himself, and like within like 30 seconds, he like slides it back and carries on going away. If you trust them, you trust them. But like I'm your mom. I have to worry. That's what I do. Just careful, dear. You're gonna go out whether I tell you you can or not. So go with my blessing. What do you need to help you?
A map would be good. To it,
Where?
of the Omen Isles.
Okay, I can get you from the archipelago down south. Most of the isles will be covered there. Got a map of that. It's not the most up to date, but it'll have the outlines on at least.
That's
How you
what's
getting
helpful.
there?
We got a charter ship that's gonna be going out tomorrow about 8 a.m.
What's the ship called?
The Twilight vessel, I think.
Twilight Wanderer.
Twilight Wanderer. Wanderer.
Mm. Good. Gallius will sort you out. Haven't seen him for a while. Keeps himself to himself at play, but he's a good captain. Keeps a tight ship. Scary looking crew. Tight ship. A regular.
I have a big of an idea that might help with this whole thing. And she's gonna kind of turn to her dad and, you happen to have like a tin cup of sending. Maybe I can use it to communicate back and forth to you guys when I'm out on the road.
Her dad's like wide-eyed, like really like excited, and he starts writing notes. Gets a quill quickly and starts writing notes. I don't, but I will next time I see you. How's that?
Sounds fantastic.
Awesome. Get on it. And he kind of like panics a little bit and then slides whatever he was messing with away and goes into like his little workshop, and you can just hear him like kind of like ping ting 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 like sliding things around like he's already on it. Like you've just like give him the brainwave. He was like, you know, that you kind of tell he had like an artistic block, and you kind of just burst that bubble, and he's like, oh shit, that's what I want to make.
I feel like she's kind of his muse. For a lot
You
of
just
things.
give him the Johnny Motorola moment where he's just gone, oh shit, I'm gonna make phones.
I'm inventing phones.
And you hear it, he just goes away, and like now your dad's out of the room, your mom's like, how's your magic coming along?
It's really good. I even learned a few new cantrips, which are very tricky. And she's going to do a mage hand and kind of use it to pick up whatever he was chinkering with earlier and slide it
Your
closer.
mom gives you like this really warm, motherly smile, and she like comes around the table and just gives you a big hug. And she like squeezes you, she's like, he left something for you. Come with me.
And she's gonna get
And
up,
she
like,
leads you upstairs into like what you go into the shop and upstairs, and you know there's an office in there, and sort of leads you round. 1 second. As she leads you in, she opens like the office, and she starts going through a load of parchment, paperwork, and stuff like that. Where is it? Where is it? And then she pulls out like a big, almost like a Foot Locker type chest. Opens it up. It's quite wide, and inside it's like rolled up parchment, full of what you can see is maps. And she's like, "Here is a map of the archipelago. Miles, and she kind of points out some of the locations to you. I just need to bring a map up. I will send you a map, copy, guys.
Mhm.
But she points out a few locations on this, like the kind of route you'll be taking. So, and shows you like the route. She's like, here, take that. Puts it in a map case for you, and where if you can bring it back, you don't need it anymore. That'd be great. And then she's like, here. Don't tell your dad, but he left this for you. She passes you a rolled up scroll tube. We give it you as sort of a something to work towards, something to train yourself to be able to use in the future. And she passes you a scroll, and as you open it up and take a look inside it, it's a 3rd level spell scroll for the spell. Where's it gone? Major image, 3rd level spell. He thinks that would be a good idea and something to work towards, but he thinks, and she pulls out a 2nd spell scroll. Your talents, you said the last time you visited, as much as I hate speaking to him, will be more suited with this. And she passes you another spell scroll, wrapped up in a tube. 3rd level spell, tongues.
She
That's a
takes the
divination.
scrolls. You hate talking to Dad?
No. You... Doesn't matter. It's a customer. Winds me up. Of course I don't hate talking to Dad.
Alright.
Kind of looks at you confused.
She's looking
She
at you,
didn't like-
her even more confused because she doesn't know that
He looks
Sean's-
at you confused because he doesn't have his notes in front of him. I'll get back to you on that. Anyway, you've got 2 spell scrolls. And a DM that's currently quite confused. But yeah, it gives you the spell scrolls, gives you the map. Sleep the night here. Catch up with your friends in the morning. Spend some time with me at least.
Of course.
And I know they're outside. You can hear the dwarf coming down the alley 10 minutes before you got here.
He thinks he's really stealthy.
He's really not, dear.
I know, but I just don't have the heart to tell him.
And one of them farted out there like 5 minutes ago and lingered in here. It's disgusting. Anyway.
That was me.
You just hear, sorry.
Turns out the window's open. You're right below it.
Send them back to the tavern. Stay with your mum and dad for them. Just
Alright.
have a good old catch up. I'll cook some food.
Be the best night before I head out. And she's going
And,
to.
I'll get you a pot of coffee. I'll get you a tub of coffee to take with you for Gren.
Oh,
But
we've decided to
wanted
use
to-
that as a tactical advantage.
I think that might be a good idea.
And she's gonna head off to tell them that she will be coming on the adventure, and you guys can head out for the night. I'm gonna spend some time with the family.
Oh my god, you could come with. Fantastic. Did you get a map?
Yeah, and she's gonna hand him the map.
Oh, thank you. And what is it, a map of everything or just a map of the archipelago?
I'll show you in a minute.
Cool. Well, we come and get you tomorrow morning, or will you meet us there? What do you want us to do?
Well, I'm a little bit closer to the dock, so you can come along the way.
Okay. Do you know what time? Wait, did they say what time they were leaving at? It'll be early, right?
8 a.m.
8. Okay. Well, we'll come around 7ish. You can say bye to your parents.
She might want to cook you guys breakfast before we go.
Oh,
So I wanna,
that's a good idea.
yeah.
We don't have enough in the house, dear. Sorry.
Oh.
Never
Tavern's gonna
mind.
provide breakfast.
Okay, I guess we'll go breakfast at the tavern. Thank you anyway, Mrs. Harpreet.
Get you next time.
Bye.
Bit more warning before you visit. Bye.
And I'll like stomp off in like loud chainmail.
And she's gonna head in and tell her mom all about her adventures, omitting things that look too bad.
Yeah, get that. Cool. And sorry, I'm just.
Oh,
Okay.
Crumb, you're back. Where's Shabazz? Did she not make it?
She's allowed to come with us. Great is that? But she is staying with her parents tonight. Got a map though.
Let me see.
I'm gonna hand them the map.
Do you not be really good
Yes.
if you could show me how to read a map?
Okay.
Don't be really good if any of this made sense to me.
Yeah.
So I'll spend some time trying to explain how maps work.
Have either of you got any like cartography skills or
Like IRL or
no in game?
no.
Like my guy's really good at survival, and me personally, I'm really good at map reading. So my character's got both right.
I'm an orienteer IRL.
Like, well, I actually speak Orcish, but not my character.
That counts, right?
Would you smile? Just read a map.
Most likely, yeah, I would say survival. I think I'd give lower DC for anyone with actual like cartography skills. But you guys, not being seafaring folk, you wouldn't be able to use this to get you. You know, if you were in a dinghy, for instance, it would be fucking useless to you. 'Cause you're not trained in the way of. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So map. Choose file. This one. Just wait for this map to. Just wait for this
Image to upload.
pretty much.
Go on the
Roll20's been
magical
really
printer.
fucking slow to me.
Roll 20 is being shitbag for me. Right, wait for this, and then I'll send it to you, and you guys can see what's going on. Fucking hell, finally. Right. Edit. Can be viewed by all players. Can't be edited by you fucks. There you go.
Oh, I wanted a dicks on it.
That's why I fucking don't let you edit it.
Oh.
'Cause these
It's
guys do that to me
legitimately,
all the
yeah.
time. Actually a thing. There you go. There's your map.
Wow.
Take a look.
Pretty big. Oh wow, it's right in the middle of everything.
I don't see anything.
Where are we
It's in the
then?
handouts.
Oh.
You are currently in Thornhold, just north of Waterdeep, near the Sword Mountains.
Oh, way up there. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, way up there.
Where's the mountain on here? I can't see the mountain.
The mountain's too far north. It's like I think it's near where
But
I
it's
come
south.
from. Oh, is it south? Okay, well I don't know the map. I'm sorry, I'm not good at reading maps.
Oh, the mountain's not on this map. This is a
Yeah,
map
I know.
of. Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry.
Is it further
I'll
south of Baldur's Gate?
No,
Yeah.
it was east of Baldur's Gate.
East of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, there's Baldur's Gate. That's where Gren. Okay, Gren said it was east of there, so I guess it's that way. Got it.
Does he point in the right direction?
Well, he points off the map, so kind of.
Over there. Oh.
I would say you don't see it, but I would say there is like a north, south, east, west like compass on the map. But I'm not putting one on because it'll be all day.
You've just basically cropped an image for us.
Yeah.
Like,
This is why I like using Faerun because it's already built for me.
Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be a long journey.
okay. They said food was provided, right?
I think so. It's not
What
going to
kind
be good.
I was gonna say, what kind of food do they have on a ship? Because I might go get some extra. Maybe the chef will let me cook for them.
Chef's a dwarf, he said.
Okay.
Could be a
they
grump.
good cooks?
Could be a grumpy one. Well,
Well,
can
can't be
cook.
much worse than you.
wow. Thanks. It's the last time I teach you how to read a map.
Just hitting you with those quips.
Ouch. Well, we got to be up really early tomorrow. What time is it right now? Is it late?
Yeah, it's getting late now.
So I think we should maybe go to bed. I don't think you're going to get a chance to buy any food tonight though, because it's a bit late. Unless you want to.
And it's gonna be too early tomorrow.
I mean, the guy that runs the bar might be able to provide you some food.
Maybe. I'll go ask him. Should we? Do you want to skip over this? I'll quickly just ask if I can buy any food from, like, any raw food from the bar.
Just roll a persuasion check for me. Tell me what you got. 'Cause 11. Yeah, he'll sell you some food. He can't give you a lot because of his stock, and obviously there's a lot of ships pouring in at the moment. It gives you 4 chickens.
Oh shit! I need to write all this down.
Yeah, write this down. It's going to cost you 10 gold. All this
Wow.
what he's about to give you.
Yeah.
It gives you 4 chickens, and half a wild boar, and
Wow.
a collection of like fresh vegetables that came in this morning. So it's like late in the evening now. So like a day old's worth of veg,
Yeah.
which is like cabbage, potatoes, starchy goods and stuff like that, and a big sack of rice.
Rice.
You're gonna have to get somebody to help you carry it all, because it's gonna go well above your carrying capacity.
Oh yeah.
And he's like,
no, I'm just gonna stick a half a wild boar in my pocket.
I'm gonna put it on your shoulders. Yeah, so you got a mixture of like root vegetables, greens, wild boar, 4 chickens that have been plucked and gutted and stuff like that, heads chopped off, and they're like just wrapped in like a bit of like waxy parchment, each of them. And he puts most of the veg and the chickens in a basket for you. 10 gold, lad. Hey, listen, best of luck with whatever you're doing. Your mate Sung was impressive tonight. Tell him to come and play here again. Hunters loved it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I've never had him play before.
Well, you should play more often then. Probably make you some coin.
Wait, do they sing on boats?
Oh, the lads will be singing on the boats. You can usually hear them as they pull out. You can always hear them when they're on the way back in, put it that way. Gross.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but cool.
Cool. So you guys gonna rest up and meet at the docks in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'll get Gren and Kron to probably help me carry stuff. I assume that's gonna be enough.
Sure. We'll pick up, guys. You've eaten. You've got all your gear. You are on the docks in front of the Twilight Wanderer. It's loading up. There's about 100 crewmen on and off the boat carrying, like you've got like chickens in baskets, like squawking their heads off, and you've got like people taking on food and drink and the things they're trading with, barrels of clean drinking water. You see on the boat two large masts, and you can see they're going through like hoisting the sails and lowering the sails, making sure everything runs correctly. You see Big Reg, who's the bosun. You can learn what that is shortly, I guess. He's going round like barking orders, but he's like quite jovial about it, and the lads are kind of like, "Aye," like just getting on it, lads and lasses. Sorry, I keep saying lads, but there's male and female crew people, mostly human, couple of halflings. You do see a couple of people that are not quite coming off the boat. They are a bit more of a ragtag bunch of races. A few half orc. You see a couple of tiefling, and just a mixture of people on here. You catch one guy who's got the highest perception. I think it'd be Gren. You catch one guy, crewman, you know, kind of freshly cleaned up and probably fresh faced out of the tavern this morning. He's got like oval shaped eyes, slightly pointed ears, very long flowing clean hair, with like elven human features, a half elf, who kind of stands out amongst all the humans, but he's like elven, but he's got like a bristly, well kept beard on his face at this stage. A couple of weeks out at sea, they will change that, you know. But and you start to see a few people cutting around. Go on.
Gren's gonna nudge Crom and nod towards the half elf, and then look at Shabazz.
They really don't look alike, do they?
I don't think she's a half elf, man.
But she really thinks she is.
Yep.
Well, maybe we should leave her to that for now, yeah?
Yep.
Can't just go asking, who's your daddy? Yeah, it's not very...
Maybe like Mama Shabazz and the tavern owner, maybe.
Oof.
Who knows?
Yeah, you spend a second trying to put facial features together, and you're like, nah, can't be him.
Well, it's none of our business.
As you guys are talking, one of the crewmen bumps into the back here. Oh, sorry, lads, excuse me. And he's carrying these massive like bolts onto the ship in like a pile. He's carrying like 5, and 2 people behind him have got another pile of them. Crom, you're like, they're fucking Windlance fucking arrows. Like, it just catches you like Dwarven Windlance arrows. Like, that's big fucking weaponry for a boat. And it just catches you off guard a moment, and then a few more start going in, and you've seen about 20, maybe 30 of these arrows go past you onto the boat. And as you look at the front of the galley, you see 4 of these huge like crossbow type things, which Crom you know as windlances, and on the back are 2 of these like weird catapult like siege weapons that seem to be like going through like maintenance checks with Big Reg the bosun at the moment. They're making sure they can do like a 360 swivel, and that like the ropes are taut and clean, and all the weaponry's like looked after. And for a trade vessel, that gives you a bit of a what the fuck feeling. As they're bringing on ammunition pretty much for this vessel.
I wonder what they're trading. These guys are pretty heavily armed for just a trade ship.
Yeah, but they keep getting attacked by harpies.
They must be pretty big harpies. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Can you shoot one of those?
Can I shoot one of those? No.
Why not?
Because I've never shot one. I mean, I probably could try. I don't think it would go very well though. And those bolts they've got are expensive. I don't think they'd appreciate me just willy-nilly shooting them.
Ugh, do you don't think they'll let us do it for fun?
What?
They won't let
Uh,
us shoot the arrows for fun.
Oh, no. I definitely don't think these are for fun.
Okay.
Do I see it? Are they still filling the ship, or like with like goods, or is it all?
Yep. There's lots of goods going on the ship. Yeah.
Do I see? Can I see what they're bringing on? Is it like?
Yeah, absolutely. You've seen quite a lot of livestock going on the boat, like farmers' cattle, and they don't look like they're being brought on for food. Um, they look like they're being brought for trade. There's lots of herbs and like bags of like seed that's been carried on to try and get onto the islands. You probably guess the farming culture in the islands is a lot less than it is on the mainland. There's also a few chests that don't really have labels on, barrels of tobacco that seem to be being rolled on, and there's a collection of um, like a resin type glue type material that gets rolled on. It must be produced on the mainland, and a collection of like different tools and stuff that seem to be coming on in mass. It looks like somebody's setting up some kind of agricultural sort of site out there potentially. Lots of like saws and wood cutting materials that are going out for potential deforestry and stuff like that. It's all for trade, but maybe they've got a contract or something. It's a bit of a weird thing. Make a intelligence check.
Disadvantage is gone now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Intelligence. 12.
You gather they probably make more money from what they bring from the island than what they take to the island. And I think what a lot of you kind of work out maybe what a lot they take to the island is to keep a good trade going there, bringing in goods they can't get or produce themselves there, so they can buy the rarer stuff to bring to the mainland where they get a better price. It's kind of what you'd be guessing at. You can be that guy if you want, where you're like, oh, the reason they do this, where you're not quite sure, but you can blag it as if you are.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a trader's kind of background, so yeah, I'll
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
blag to
definitely.
them.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of stuff's getting loaded on, and you see two figures at the helm. The helm being where the wheel is and stuff like that. And one of them is a very vibrantly red-haired female figure, and one of them is a 6 foot tall human man. You guys are about 50 meters away, so it's hard to make out exactly all his features, but very well dressed, long black sort of trench coat, woolen trench coat, high boots, white shirt, bloused, with like bloused cuff sleeves. And what kind of stands out from this distance, he's got like a maroon sash that goes around his waist, and what you can see is a very ornately jeweled saber on his hip, and you can catch that from like a decent distance away. And as you guys walk closer, you're just about to stand on the gangplank where you hear "Wait!"
I halt.
and from like under like an umbrella, like in the shade, this black figure just stands out, and like as it starts to move, like the wooden dock underneath you kind of vibrates, and this 7.5, almost 8 foot tall minotaur stands up in front of you, arms crossed. He's about 6 foot wide, like just ripped with this black fur and muscle. He's wearing a dark purple and black kilt, with a big thick leather belt holding it up, and nothing on his upper body. His horns look like they're made of solid gold and jewels. And he just stands there with his arms crossed.
Sweet horns, bro.
What do you want?
We're coming on the ship.
Says who?
The first mate.
No, the
Fuck
bosun.
off. Fuck off. Get lost.
No,
Yeah.
it's true.
We're
And
gonna
like,
kill the harpies for you. We heard you had a harpy problem.
I'll kill the fucking harpies. And you
Well,
see, like a lot of the ship, like a lot of the crew, are like taking this wide berth around him.
No, we're gonna help you kill the harpies. I mean, no, we're gonna record you killing the harpies.
And he turns around, Ginger, and like it echoes. Like this guy's got a presence. Like he's not coming across a dick. He's just like a fucking presence in himself. It's like talking to the Rock. like, and like Ginger's like, let them on, Bruiser. She
well,
says
you're
you can go
Bruiser.
on. On you go.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Bruiser.
Bruiser.
He
Buddy
just
cop
kind
team
of
over
like
here.
as you walk past, he kind of huffs out of his nose, like steam comes out his nose.
Has he got like a bull ring and stuff as well around his nose?
He does. He does have a bull ring,
Yes.
but it's like it's almost like it's like a bull ring, but it's almost like a fuck you bull ring. It's like solid gold with a big diamond inside it, like a fuck you, I'll wear this with pride type shit. And it just kind of slopes back into the shadows, and you can see he's kind of he's like the fucking meat in this place, and he just kind of he makes big Reg look small. Just kind of slopes back into the shadows under his umbrella and just starts chilling out. As you get on board, she's like, she calls down, Gran, come up here, please. Captain wishes to speak to you.
Wish me luck, guys. He's just gonna start running up the
Give him
stairs.
guidance.
Guidance.
Fuck.
The wizard's giving you guidance.
In
Double
spirit.
guidance.
Captain Gallius, here we have. Sorry, didn't get your surname, Gren. What's your full name?
Grenesius.
Grenesius.
Just Grenesius.
Just Grenesius, Captain. Grenesius, welcome aboard.
It's a pleasure, Captain Gallius.
No, pleasure's all mine. Extra security is what we need. Don't be Quakers. Chip in, don't get in the way. Enjoy the trip. And if the dwarf gets seasick, one of you is cleaning it up.
Aye, aye, sir.
Good. I'll have a chat with you all later on. For now, I'm busy. Take yourselves below deck. Reg, show him around. Show him where the hammocks are. Reg is like, aye, sir. And comes up to you and he's like, come on then, quickly. Gren, come on, mate. And like whistles you down. And like you can see like the captain and the first mate, Ginger, who you can tell is the first mate, have just gone back to work. Like you're still stood there, Gren, and they've just like carried on. They're at the helm. And they're like looking up and down at the masts and stuff. They're busy people.
Follow me, Reg.
It was more of a courtesy. You gather like with your like passive insight, that was more of a courtesy than anything else that's happened on this ship so far. Like a lot of the deckhands are looking at you like, fucking hell. Like, they don't even know my name. You're on first term, name basis with this guy. And like you go and follow Reg. Reg leads you down into the galley area. Here, let me introduce you to Cook. Cook. These guys staying with us for a bit. Yeah, they're on the rations just like anyone else. Feed them up well, lad. Cook's like, hi, what's happening? He's stirring this big pot of like fucking gruel or stew or whatever. You can see it's like fresh meat in there, before it all goes rotten. He's making a good meal for the first like setting off. Like as he's stirring it, he's got like a bald shaved head with tattoos on it. Like a sweaty stained white tunic stained with like different like spices and like paprika and all that sort of stuff. You can see that it's stained all over him. And as he's stirring it, he kind of leans over to shake. He sees Crom and he's like, ah, kinsman. And like goes to shake your hand, Crom.
Hi, friend.
How are you? And as he leans over to shake your hand, his beard goes in the gruel. He's just like shaking your hand, like, good to see a fellow dwarf on board. Hope you got the stomach for it, lad. They don't have to take the piss out of us, lot.
It's been a while since I've been on a boat, to be honest, so this could be a disaster.
Nah, you'll be fine, lad. Come see me. I've got a special brandy. Sort you right out.
Oh, I will.
Hey, Where you from, lad? Where you hail from?
The Mithril Halls?
Mithril Hall. Brother
Only
of
the
my
finest.
cousin. Hey, talking of that brandy, have you ever heard of the Gutbuster Patrol? Very famous around Mithril Hall.
Well, I've vaguely heard of them.
Aye. It's a famous Gutbuster brandy. You won't be
What?
sick with this stuff in your lad. Cures any ailment, this stuff. I'll
Is
sort
it
you out, pal.
strong?
It's the strongest, pal. The strongest. You'll love it. Hey, game of cards tonight, eh? Once we set sail?
Yeah, it's been a long time, but yeah, I'll play some cards.
Aye, proper kinsman. Anyway, we'll catch up. It's been a while since I've been to Mithril Hall. Yeah. Food's cracking. I'm a cook. If you need anything, give me a shout. Name's Cook.
I was just gonna ask if your name is anything other than Cook.
Well, it's Garen Rockseeker, but well,
Oh well.
I don't belong to
Nice to
that
meet you,
name
Garen.
anymore.
Or
Call
okay
me
then,
Cook.
Cook.
All right. And like the whole time he's talking to you, his big lung ginger beard's in the food.
I'm just
Kinda
side eyeing
lean-
that shit like.
Kind of leans back and just like brushes it off on his shirt, like wipes his beard, like his beard's more important than his clothes. Bloody
Well,
hell.
it's accurate.
Anyway, see you later.
I'll be back later for those cards and.
Reg is like, you get a bit of beard there in your food, but he's a decent cook. Just go with it. Don't tell him either. Doesn't half get embarrassed if you tell him you found air in your food. Anyway, come on. And he like leads you off and shows you where your hammocks are, and he's like, hey, listen, there's no special lodgings for you. You're in with a crew. For now, you won't be doing shifts, but don't keep them up. These guys will be sleeping in the day and night. Keep the noise down. I'll get any complaints from them. You'll be fucking answering to Bruiser. Your magic probably ain't gonna help you with that, lad.
No,
Tell
I don't think it will.
Yeah, I wouldn't fucking mess with him. And look at the size of me.
Quite
I wanna
small in
mess with-
comparison.
Got cool horns, man.
I've seen 2 bodies strapped on each of those horns at one point, and it weren't for fun.
Also, it's not like one of those lifting competitions where you grab
No,
onto them
no,
and he
no.
lifts you up. No.
He's always gonna win that one, lad. He's always gonna win.
He uses natural weapons. That's so cool.
He does. And hey, I heard him talking about cards as well. The cook. Be careful. He's a dodgy bastard. He'll get you pissed on some fucking hardcore brandy, and he'll be swapping cards left, right, and centre. So keep an eye on him.
Jokes on him. I have no money to gamble.
There's more than money on this boat, mate.
Ooh.
You'll be gambling your soul for these fuckers. He kind of slaps you on the back. He's like, I'm only
insight.
joking, lad.
It's like,
Gambling
alright,
ass.
okay.
You can incite him if you want.
You better stop believing in ghost stories.
18.
Please say Cook's gay.
It's like you gather it's more of a like shit banter than it is actually fucking
Right.
giving up your soul.
They're not really ghosts.
like,
Cool.
What he's trying to say is you'll be betting your shoelaces away at the end of the week. You'll be that bored on the ship type thing. Like gold doesn't matter. Like you'll be bartering away your next meal and your next piece of bread and stuff. Like prison rules. And he's like, anyway, we need to get shit moving, don't we? Here's your beds, here's your bunks. Keep yourself to yourself. Don't let your shit roll into anyone else's bed space, because once your shit's in their bed space, your shit belongs to them. Peace.
I agree with that rule, to be honest.
No fucking thieving. Anyone caught thieving answers to Bruiser. And he don't like thieves. Alright?
Yeah.
That's it. What I'm saying. Keep a tight ship.
Quick question:
Go for it.
If the harpies attack,
Aye.
is there like a call?
You'll hear the harpies, mate. Get
Oh.
on top, get on deck, and fight your fucking balls off. Oh, sorry, love. Your tits. No, sexism.
I look down at my own tits, like, huh?
Anyway, rest for now. Once we set sail, first mate might have some jobs for you. Gotta pull your weight on this ship. We don't take dead weight. Anyway, good day. And leaves you to it. Like you gather, it's like don't wander around until we set sail, and then he'll give you a shout. So just keep tight for now.
Seats in the upright position.
Yeah, that's sort of,
These
that
are the
sort of shit.
exits.
You guys, can spend time sort of getting comfy in your bunks type thing. You are literally in a room with like 50 other hammocks.
I finally found the hammocks. They're all
like,
here.
You've managed to, while everyone's busy, you've managed to get in a corner and just get 4 hammocks next to each other. But they're like, there's one above another, so you've kind of got 2 on the bottom and 2 above, and you guys will be sharing that corner. With all your stuff going under the hammocks. There's like netting and stuff to pin your shit to the wall for if the boat's rocking and stuff like that. You have a quick look around this room. There's cargo in here with you, but it's all strapped in like these big cargo nets against walls, and so it doesn't sort of roll around the ship as the ship sort of bows and waves and stuff. Above, you can hear loads of fucking shit going on. There's calls about port and starboard, and the helm and this, that, and the other, the mast. And there's all these like boat terms, and you guys are just, unless you're like experienced in any kind of like, unless you've got like sailing skills in your skill sets, then a lot of it goes over your head. Or if you're educated in boats, maybe Shabazz, if you're intelligent, you'd know a bit of being from around here.
She had to do a lot of research for her books.
Yeah, and there's a lot going on, but you've got like an hour or two to sort of sit amongst yourselves and chit chat. Unless you want me to push on a little bit.
Just quickly, Gren's gonna. Have you guys got healing potions?
No, I lost all mine. Along with
No.
all my money.
I don't, but I do have some other potions that I'm not really sure exactly what they do. But I haven't really had a. So I kind of forgot I had them until just now.
Have you got any, Shabazz?
No, I don't have any.
Right. I'm gonna give you each a healing potion.
Oh, wow.
Freshly brewed.
Why, thank you, Gren.
Have you added any flavorings or colorings?
They're brandy flavour.
Can I pocket the brandy flavored
Oh, I do
healing
have one.
potion?
Now I have 2.
See,
Well-
I have one of my characters, but I'm pretty sure I lost it. I just didn't take it off, so I'm not gonna bother. Just leave that one there.
While you guys are like dealing potions out, it's been about 10 minutes, and Reg comes back downstairs, and you can hear him something like scraping as he's walking down the stairs, and you're like, just let me go, you bastard! I'm with them, honest. I bastard. And like Reg walks in the room, and he's like, here. He says he's with you, and he's just holding a little halfling up by the scruff of his neck. Is he part of your crew? That's what he said his name was, aye? And like you can see like the clothes around Phyllis is like strangling him. He's holding the scruff of his neck so tight. His little shirt's like strangling around his throat, and his face is going bright red. Yeah, he says he's with you. He hasn't spoke much in the last 20 seconds though, to be honest.
Hey, isn't that the guy that tried to steal from me?
No, I met him yesterday. He wanted me to help him look in someone's house.
Why was he looking at someone's house?
I don't know, he just said he wanted to have a look inside, so we were going to sneak in at night time.
The whole time, like Phyllis is in Reggie's grip. His face is just getting wider and redder. He like plainly can't breathe. He's like.
They don't take too kindly to thieves on this ship, do they?
No, we don't. He says he's
Fellas,
with you.
do you still want to come on the boat?
His like little legs are kicking away.
I don't think Phyllis is making it off the boat at this rate.
Reggie's none the wiser that he's choking, by the way.
Oh,
Just got in
Reggie,
there.
are you going to pick me up too?
Why?
I thought it was some sort of game. Why are you choking Phyllis?
Oh shit! Sorry, lad. Says he's with you. I don't trust Lightfoots, to be honest.
What are you doing here, Phyllis?
You said you'd meet me. Thought we were mates. We're in the same crew, me and you.
Something important came up, Phyllis.
Oh, can I come with you?
You sure you want to go to the Almond Isles?
Who's that?
That's where we're going, the Almond Isles.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just have a look around here and then make my way back later. Something.
Oh, we're leaving very soon, Phyllis, so you might want to get off now.
Okay, sure.
We'll see you when we get back. We'll go and look in that guy's house.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea, Grin.
I'll hold you to it. Yeah, so Mr. Halfwalk, turns out that, well, I'm not going with the crew this time, but next time I'm pretty sure we'll be a team of five, so I'll just be off then. That's alright. And like Reg just grabs him, like, I'll escort you off, lad. And just like carries him back up the stairs and out.
He's a shady bugger.
Grin,
He's really friendly.
about your friend. Some people, they like to take advantage of naive and men babies like yourself. It's
What a compliment.
What's a man, baby?
It's you, basically. Just a lot of people, they're not as nice as they seem. They have ill intent. Do you know what ill intent means?
Kind of. I think so. Like evil.
Yeah, like evil. So I understand where you're coming from. Like, I didn't know the wand had ill intent, but it did, didn't it?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I told you.
And we're telling him now about his friend.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
Never letting that shit go.
Oh, so you're a man, baby.
Yes.
Kinda, in a sense. But I'm learning, and if you don't learn, then you'll stay a man baby forever.
Yeah, all makes sense now. You're a man, baby, not a.
But you're the bigger man baby.
But you're older than me.
Well, that makes you even the biggest man baby.
This is gonna be a long trip. Have the harpies arrived yet?
Look, I'm new here. If you grew up in the Feywild, you'd find.
You cut off.
I'm new to this place. If you grew up in the Feywild, you'd find it.
Got a point.
Yeah.
I hope we go to the Feywild. Then you can all be the man babies.
Didn't we kind of go to the
But
Feywild?
I'm not a man.
You're a monkey?
Kind of, yeah. I'll be a monkey baby.
That's adorable.
Wait. Nobody's babies. I am.
Oh, so you're a dwarf baby.
I am 160 years old. I am not a baby.
Bloody hell! You're old enough to be my
Whoa.
grandma's grandma.
Right.
He's an old baby.
Are we gonna?
Come on, what was it like in the olden days?
Just like now, nothing has changed.
Oh. That's boring.
It's gonna
People
be a fun boat ride.
Now get off.
Oh, and Garen, don't call anyone on the ship a baby of any kind, okay?
Why?
Well,
Is that
some
not very nice?
some people don't see the how it can be nice.
Oh, so you're being mean.
No, for you it's very accurate.
Oh, no, not. I know what you're about, Shabazz.
All right, man, baby.
I'll be watching you. See ya. I think Greg's just gonna scoot off. Go and look over the side of the boat.
He's gonna get us in trouble.
TPK,
so-
TPK.
After like an hour or so, you hear that the boat you hear like calls like raise anchor, okay, docks in, and like the sails start going up, and there's lots of calls from the front and the back of the boat, forth and aft, all that, and like you hear Reg, the bosun, calling lots of commands that kind of like relaying captain's orders and stuff like that. And half the crew start to filter downstairs, and like you see them straight away getting comfy in the bunks, you know, catching up with each other about what happened in the tavern the night before. You know, a lot of them you see are like scratching their knobs and stuff because they've been with like too many whores, and it's a bit grim down here.
Got the clap.
Yeah, but within like 15 minutes, most of them are in their bunks and sleeping. You see there's a real sort of day-night shift type mentality on this boat, and you kind of get a few looks when you're a little bit too loud. But the ship gets to sail, and you guys are now making your way from here to the Omen's Isle, and you're underway. I'm gonna have to leave it there tonight, guys, because it's 10 o'clock and I need sleep, and I don't have enough notes to carry on tonight as much as I was gonna try and blag it. I'd rather do a better session with my notes and stuff, and I was gonna call it at 10 anyway.
So I guess there'll be nothing next week then, because both me and Guy aren't gonna be here.
Yeah, most likely we'll skip next week unless Mike wants to do a one shot for me and Meg.
Oh, that's not fair. I'd love to be a
So, you know,
Too bad.
but no, we'll leave it for next week and then pick up the week after, maybe.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool, cool.
sounds cool.
Cheers, guys.
Everyone
Thank
say
you.
bye to our viewers.
How much? In fact, for next session,
Leveled up. Ooh, thank you.
go to level 5.
Oh, I was joking. Holy shit.
Yay.
How much XP is that?
65